Hey guys, what is up? This is Mr. A. Crizzy here, and in today's movie review, I'm gonna be doing a movie review on this new Neon film, which just came out recently, like earlier last week on Friday. So, and I also just got back from seeing it earlier today, and yeah, and this review is gonna be on Presence. Yeah. Presence is a movie released by Neon, and it's also a supernatural thriller movie. Some consider this movie as a horror movie, but it's more of a thriller film. Yeah. Let me just explain the basic plot to this movie. So, basically, Presence is about a family who moves into a suburban home and are convinced that they're not alone. And by that, a lot of supernatural situations happen here and there. And of course, this movie is also shot like in different areas and rooms around the house. And throughout the movie, it's pretty much like the camera moving to different angles and moving to different rooms throughout the house. And and yeah, we got ourselves like another supernatural thriller film. And yeah, so that's pretty much the basic plot of Presence. So I first saw trailers to this movie when I went and saw the past movies I went and saw last year. And at first I was kind of curious on about Presence, and after watching DC Film Girl review it yesterday, like last morning on WBAL-TV 11 News, after watching DC Film Girl review it, yeah, DC Film Girl, I actually decided to give this movie a shot. And I've also been hearing lots of pretty decent things about it. And for what it is, after seeing the movie, it's honestly not that bad. I actually thought it was great. Yeah, I thought this was a great start to seeing Neon films in theaters this year. And I do like how this movie is shot in different angles, and how the camera moves around different rooms around the house. And and also this movie also cuts to black at several parts throughout most of the movie. Like, this movie also like cuts to black at several parts before cutting to the next scene. And I thought it had like an interesting story as well. And I thought the character concepts and character development I thought were interesting as well. And this movie was great. Yeah. And I also like the performances as well. I gotta say, the director actually does a good job directing this film. The screenplay I thought was good, and even the acting performances I thought were good too. I don't really know much of the actors who are in this film, except for Lucy Liu. Yeah, I know Lucy Liu. She was actually in the movie, and her performance was actually pretty good here. Because I know Lucy Liu played Viper from Kung Fu Panda, and yeah, Lucy Liu was in a bunch of other stuff besides that. And I gotta say, the actors who played part of the family members, like Tyler, who was one of the characters' names in the film, I thought that the guy who played Tyler, I thought did pretty good in the film. And the movie's not even that long either. The movie's only like an hour and 25 minutes. It's a very short movie, and I gotta say that when it comes to the pacing to this movie, the pacing actually went by pretty quick. So I didn't have a problem with it, because I hardly felt a thing, since I knew this movie is actually very short, like an hour, that lasts for an hour and 25 minutes. Yeah, and that kind of surprised me that this movie's an hour and 25 minutes, like 85 minutes. And there are a couple jump scares in this movie, like a couple jump shocks, but not too much, since I feel like this movie's more of a thriller movie. But I also kind of like the cinematography as well. Like how the lighting to this film is actually pretty neat. And even the music too does give you those like supernatural horror vibes, even though. And while this movie is not really a horror movie, I gotta say the music itself is pretty intense. Like, it almost gave me chills a little bit. And by that I mean like an entertaining way. And what more can I say about Presence? This was actually a surprisingly great film. And this is actually like one of the good January releases to ever come out this year. Or of course, January releases in general, since you never know if you're going to get a good January release, because usually January releases tend to suck and people just forget about it. But this was a great one to check out, and of course it was playing at my local Cinemark movie theater that I work at and go see movies at by myself most times, and I've done that before plenty of times. Yeah, so overall, Presents was a great movie released this year, and I'm gonna give Presents 4 stars out of 5. So yeah, if it's playing at a movie theater near you, and if you're interested in checking out this movie, especially to Neon fans out there, then I say I recommend it. Yeah, because I do like Neon. Neon does make some really good films, and yeah, Neon's kind of like A24 in some ways, since they're both independent studios headquartered in New York City. But yeah, I recommend checking it out if your local movie theater's playing it. And so there you have it. And that's going to be it for my movie review on Presents. And that's going to be it for this video. So make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. And as always, thanks for watching. And until next time, this is Mr. A. Crizzy saying goodbye, everybody. And that's about it.